I'm Squiggle, and welcome to today's video. We will be playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent, because what great channel doesn't start out with a great game? I've never played this before. I'm also, for a lack of a better term, a bitch. So I'm probably gonna get scared, and yeah, let's just go. Let's see, do we want hard mode? No, I don't hate myself. Wait. Ooh. I am not good at horror games.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is fun already. Flowers. You party too hard and wake up in the forgotten castle. What's in here? Ooh. The tinderbox. Well, I'm gonna have fun with this. Amazing. Oh, wait. I'm ready for anything. It kills me. Rest in peace, aloe vera. Uh-oh. What's in here? Rocks. Wow. Dang, this is riveting. Nice little storm outside. What's up, you hunk? Oh. He is mine now. Protect me, Klaus. His name is Klaus. Alright, let's... Alright, come here, Klaus. We're gonna just set you down. You rest up. You rest up. We have adventures ahead. Adventures ahead. You and me, Klaus. We'll let him sleep nice and quiet in there. Alright, cool. We can, cool. Hello. Oh wow, it's bright now. I'm sure that'll come into play later. This blood. Ooh. Check me close. I'm a hunk and I know how to use him. You scared him off. Hello? Someone spilled their perfume everywhere. Just... You sit right there, Klaus. Perfect. And now I have a box to sit in and cry. I can't close it. 0 out of 10. Hold right there, Klaus. Actually, protect me. Poster. Scout out the room for me. You got this. I'm sure he'll kill whatever's in there. Oh, it goes down. That's promising. Klaus, you're supposed to kill it. Nope. 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 Klaus. We're leaving. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Go. Yeah, that gush of wind was a monster's soul leaving its body because Klaus just... No! Klaus! God, but not forgotten, my son. The door slammed shut. Alright, I was gonna read that. I was too busy mourning my son. Can I go back? I can't. I'm not going to. We have a story to unfold. Can I learn? Leviosa! Now, if I pretend I do it, that helps, right? Hello? It's him. He's exacting his revenge for his brethren I killed. Go, be free. Freedom. Oh, he's pissed. Treasure. Oh. It's treasure. Be free. Cool, we got a crying corner. I'm sure we'll be back here a lot. Perfect. Oil.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. he will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can.
Awesome. That's
Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
All right, cool. Tab. Ah, there we go. Cool. Awesome. We're tasked with murdering someone. Should be a cakewalk. Honestly. Maybe I can get Klaus to do it for me. Sounds. Alright, cool. It's like rats. Oh, it's not rats. It's a roach. Look at him. I scared the roaches away. Hello? Thank you. Dinner boxes. I'm gonna conserve these. You know how you get like power-ups in games like Candy Crush or something. It's just like, oh, I'll need this for another time, so I'm not gonna use it now. That's how I'm gonna save these. I'm gonna end the game with like 600 of these things. To see. It's fascinating, really. Did I miss something in here? Who is walking around? I'm gonna have to ask you to get off my lawn. I work for UPS. Your package is here, sir. Nope, that was great. Hello? Hello? Oh. Oh, there's a lever. Wow. Traveling into Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with the neglect of family. Cool. Birds. I love birds. Oh.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Yummy. stay in there. Not a very fast sprint. Can I open this one? Da-da-da-da! Awesome. More things to hold in my inventory and never use. Whoa. Oh. They're cockroaches. Oh, shut up. Can I grab you? Come here. Oh my gosh. You know, remind me not to pick a fight with one of them. Cool, more of this. Like it. Be gone! Alright, take the picture. Blech. Physics. Where am I going? He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she would too be punished. You know, if the monster is stuck behind here, that'd be pretty fantastic if it stayed like that for a good long while. And by that, I mean forever. The rest of time. Oh. Tasty. What, pick a fight with me? Yeah, stupid monster with his hands. Or me with a brick.
That taste. That fragrance. Damascus rose.
Cockroaches everywhere hissing at me. Oh, these are the dumb ones. Ah. Oh, shiny. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Oh, alright, you can light the candles. I don't think I would be able to.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
Hey, cool. More notes. What's this? Oh. Everything's fine. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The formal compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given and the cooperite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use a recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Cool. I too know someone who makes acid in their basement. Am I funny yet? Alright, cool. This was insightful. Of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in consulate. My dyslexia is awful. Alright, cool, let's not go towards that. Cool. Didn't want to go down anyways. Alright, good talk. This is the only other way to do it. Alright. That's a good sound. I hope that's important. Cool. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck the victim with a rock. Child fighting games. And it is about high time I go home. Shut up.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
It's a little man. Look at him. What if I throw him? Great. Little indestructible man. I want his knife. It feels safer with his knife. I don't really like the footsteps. I'm gonna have to go with a no on that one. My footsteps? hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, and when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no harm break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Great. 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 Oh, it's the darkness. Just remember about the darkness. Hello? Just housekeeping? Just gonna be real quiet.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Nice. Only good things. Only good things. Whoever it is doesn't want me looking at their shirts. It's okay. A piano. Wowee. Da-da-da-da. Should probably. Cool. How do I use the lantern? F. It was F. I'm a gamer. Look at me. This is bright. Wow. I should probably just take this out. I got a lantern. I'm not afraid anymore. Who's playing the piano? They're doing a real nice job. Woo. still playing, sir. An encore. Alright. That just leads back to the beginning. Can I play the piano? Hold on. 0 out of 10. I can't play the piano. I really enjoy the footsteps just all around me at all times. It really gets rid of the sense of feeling alone. Good talk? Fear me. A map to find out who the fuck asked. I think I'm funny, and that's what matters. More maps.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Cool, good talk. Good talk. Prussia, Central Prussia. Look. So, just trying to learn how to read.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Oh, I'm supposed to walk here. Cool.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
A shiny. It's Midra's beacon.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Awesome. Not breakable by hand, you say? I am no weak man.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Oh, thank you. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle 1801. Another region rich with lore as Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. Wait, did I read that? Region which is Altstadt, deep. Another region which with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, the Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as it can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It's their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. I feel like I'm reading in the middle of reading class. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as... Nothing is sacred. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice to he mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to be never seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble at some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who is the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives as a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt. And like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals a little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Cool. It would have been a lot cooler if I could read. Wowie. A book. A book. I'm supposed got one book here. Which we can pull. We got another book here. Is it just the two? No, it's the third one. Very nice musical flair. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's a good. Hello. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve, whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both my problems. Such a nice guy. I don't want to make any noise. It's a scary sound. Oops. Okay. Right. We're gonna call this here. Thank you so much for joining me through this very mispronounced and misread adventure we got going on. If you liked it, please hit the like and possibly the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. If you join me along on this journey through this wonderfully lit castle. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.